Welcome to Geek Fandom Media. I am your host, Chris, and you guys, we got some goody topics to talk about. We're talking AMC and more advertising. We're talking a direct sequel to Ma, and also, you guys, the Saw franchise. Big, massive update for all you Saw and Jigsaw fans out there. Let's jump straight into it. So the first topic I want to talk about, you guys, is AMC. So AMC will be running even more commercials before the films. In a new deal with National CineMedia Inc., the popular theater chain will run additional advertising spots going forward. So guess what? More Nicole Kidman ads. Absolutely insanity to me. I hate this so much. I am damn near in this movie theater for almost 4 hours, it feels like, because of all these damn commercials and advertisements. This shit feels like I'm at home now. We escape that shit when we go to the theaters, right? That's how it should be. But now everything has AdSense attached to it. Every single thing you do, everything. And it's so frustrating to me because realistically, let's say your movie starts at 12:30. So you get to the theater at 12:20 expecting your film to start with an additional probably 15 minutes of trailers. But that's not even the case. If your movie starts at 12:30, realistically, your movie ain't starting until about 1:15, brother. 1:15. That is just wild to me. We don't need any more commercials. It was bad enough that they incorporated that Nicole Kidman freaking ad into the theater. I hate it. I despise it so much. I have the same reaction every single time I sit in an AMC theaters. I am just in disbelief. But I'll say this, at least they cut it in half, it feels like. It used to be a longer version, but they chopped it in half because they realized, people we really don't like this crap. I am not a fan of this whole ad revenue stream that, these companies are really leaning towards because I just don't need more commercials. I don't. Like I said, it's wild to me that it takes roughly 30 to 45 minutes now before your actual movie starts. Because now if you could just book a film at 12:30, your ass don't have to show up to about 1 o'clock. That's the reality of it. You know what I mean? But knowing me, I'm always there early. I'm there at least 20 to 30 minutes before my showing starts because I'm always like that. I've always been like that. When I'm at work, I show up work at least 30 minutes early. I like being ahead of schedule. But it kills me that now I have to be ahead of schedule and then now wait upon all these furthermore advertising deals and things of that nature, things that I really don't care about. Like, it's crazy to me. But I do like how, they sometimes do the movie trivia stuff. I think that's fun and, I enjoy it. But that's about it, man. It's crazy to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about AMC adding more additional advertising before the actual movie starts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And moving on to the next topic, you guys, Blumhouse is acquiring the rights to the Saw with Lionsgate still involved as a partner. Creatively, the franchise will now go back into the hands of James Wan, who helped write the first film and he directed the first movie. And a lot of fans had their thoughts on this. A lot of fans still wanted, Saw 11. I remember Saw 11 was canceled not too long ago. There's been 10 Saw movies, you guys. And the fact that they still want to do more of these movies, it's like the Final Destination franchise. It's absolutely insanity to me. I think I've liked maybe 2 of the Saw movies. That's about it. It doesn't really spark or pique my interest when it comes to horror films. That's not the kind of horror I like. The horror I like is like your John Carpenter. Give me, The Thing. Give me, the Halloween. That's the horror films that I grew up and love, or even like the newer stuff like Hereditary, Midsummer, psychological thrillers. That's what I really lean towards. Or even like Barbarian that came out a couple years ago, two years ago. That's the stuff I like. But like this torture stuff, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It doesn't appeal to me. But I get the appeal. Everybody likes it. Everybody likes to see some wild shit every now and then. But, let me know what you guys think in the comments about, the whole Saw franchise going to Blumhouse. Blumhouse typically does a good job, with the horror stuff. They acquired the rights to the Halloween franchise. Well, not all of it, but, the theatrical rights for 3 films. Ultimately, one of those films ended up being really good. Halloween Kills and Ends, not the greatest. Then they decided to do the Exorcist film. That was atrocious, absolutely terrible. So it could be hit or miss with Blumhouse Studios. Lee Winnell also starred in the first Saw film. So maybe he'll have some kind of, development with a brand new Saw project. I know he just directed The Invincible Man 4 or 5 years ago, which a lot of people loved. I enjoyed The Wolfman earlier this year. A lot of people didn't like The Wolfman, but I enjoyed it. But let me know what you guys think, in the comments down below about Saw and Blumhouse Studios. The final topic, Ma 2. A Ma sequel is in the works. Yes, you guys, Octavia Spencer will return to the role as Ma. Now, I'll admit, Ma is a guilty pleasure of mine. Another Blumhouse project. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's a lot of fun. It really is. And I think Octavia Spencer did a wonderful job in the role, and the whole backstory of her being teased as a kid, and she takes it out on, the next generations, their kids. It's insanity to me. But it doesn't make any sense, because didn't she die at the very end of the first movie, right? Didn't the house burn down unless she escaped and she's on the run? That's a strong possibility. I know her daughter survived. She was giving her daughter all this placebo medicine and crap like that, telling her that, oh, there's something wrong with you, when there was something wrong with the Ma. Ma was crazy. Don't make me drink alone. For me, it's so crazy. But like I said, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about a Ma sequel currently in development. Thoughts and opinions. Where do you think they're going to take the story? Let me know what you guys think. And of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching Geek Fandom Media. Peace.